Welcome back to the channel Liberty Old Coin, where amazing discoveries and hidden treasures are waiting to be uncovered. Today, we are diving into another fascinating story that has surprised collectors around the world. First up, today we are talking about one coin only, the Australia 1967 Elizabeth II 10-cent coin. Although millions were produced, collectors continue searching for exceptional examples and rare varieties that can bring remarkable prices at auction. The Australian 10-cent coin was introduced after Australia changed to decimal currency on February 14, 1966. The 1967 issue became one of the earliest coins struck during the country's new decimal era, making it an important piece of Australian monetary history. The coin features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II on the front, representing Australia's connection to the British Crown. The reverse displays the famous Australian lyrebird, one of the nation's most beautiful native birds and a symbol recognized by collectors worldwide. The coin was made from cupronickel, a strong alloy designed to withstand years of circulation. Its durable composition helped preserve many examples, but only the finest pieces remain highly desirable among serious collectors. One reason collectors admire the 1967 issue is that it represents the beginning of modern Australian coin collecting. Early decimal coins have become increasingly popular as more people build complete sets. The condition of the coin plays a huge role in determining its value. A brilliant, uncirculated example with sharp details and original mint luster can attract much stronger offers than an ordinary circulated coin. Some collectors spend years searching for flawless examples because even tiny marks can affect desirability. Coins that appear almost exactly as they left the mint are especially exciting. Rare minting errors have also attracted enormous attention. Off-center strikes, double strikes, clipped planchets, and other unusual production mistakes can turn an ordinary-looking coin into a collector's dream. Professional grading companies can certify the quality of a coin, giving buyers confidence in its authenticity and preservation. High-grade certified examples usually generate the strongest bidding. As demand for vintage Australian coins continues to grow, many collectors are paying impressive amounts for key pieces that complete their collections. Competition at auctions has helped push exceptional examples to much higher prices. The 1967 Australia 10-cent coin is appreciated not only in Australia, but also by international collectors, who enjoy coins featuring Queen Elizabeth II and historic decimal issues. Finding one in outstanding condition can feel like discovering hidden treasure. Many people have searched through old collections, inherited coin boxes, and forgotten savings hopping to uncover a special example. Auction records have shown that extraordinary specimens with exceptional preservation or rare mint errors can achieve astonishing prices. Some collectors are willing to pay thousands of dollars to own the very best examples. In the most extraordinary situations involving an exceptionally rare mint error combined with superb preservation and intense collector demand, some enthusiasts speculate that the value could climb as high as $250,000 at a major auction. That incredible possibility is exactly why experienced collectors carefully inspect every old Australian coin they find. A single overlooked detail can make the difference between an ordinary collectible and an extraordinary discovery. If you have a 1967 Australia Elizabeth II 10-cent coin tucked away in a drawer, an old wallet, or a family collection, now is the perfect time to examine it closely. You never know whether your coin could be one of the outstanding examples collectors have been hopping to find. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy discovering valuable coins, hidden treasures, and incredible auction stories, subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and share this video with fellow collectors. Your next amazing coin discovery could be closer than you think. Next coin, the 1978 Australian 10-cent Elizabeth II coin. That's what we're talking about today. And let me tell you right now, if you have one of these in your pocket, your piggy bank, or tucked away in an old jar, you are holding onto something that could be far more valuable than you ever imagined. Let's start with the history, because understanding where this coin comes from is the first step to understanding why it matters. The Australian 10-cent coin was first introduced on 14 February 1966, when Australia switched to decimal currency. It replaced the pre-decimal Australian shilling. The reverse design, featuring a lyrebird with its magnificent tail plumes expanded forward over its head, was created by the renowned designer Stuart Devlin. And here's the thing, that design has never been changed since its introduction. It's been a constant, an icon of Australian coinage for decades. The obverse of your 1978 coin features the crowned and draped young bust of Queen Elizabeth II facing right. This is known as the second portrait, and it was designed by Arnold Machin. The Queen is wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland diamond tiara, a wedding gift from Queen Mary in 1947. This portrait is a piece of history, capturing the monarch in her younger years, and it's a design that resonates with collectors around the world. Around the portrait, the legend reads, Elizabeth II, Australia 1978. It's a snapshot in time, a moment frozen in metal. Now let's talk about the numbers, because this is where the story gets really interesting. In 1978, the Royal Australian Mint in Canberra produced a total of 48.4 million of these 10-cent coins for circulation. On top of that, they also struck 39,000 proof coins. That may sound like a lot, and in some ways it is, but when you consider the sheer volume of coins produced in other years, the 1978 mintage starts to look much more significant. To put it in perspective, the 1977 mintage was only 10.94 million, and the 1979 mintage was 36.95 million. So 1978 sits in a sweet spot, not the lowest, but certainly not the highest either. Some sources cite a circulation mintage of 43.4 million, while others say 48.4 million. Either way, we are talking about tens of millions of coins. But here's what most people don't understand. Mintage numbers don't tell the whole story. What matters is how many of those coins have survived in high grades over the past 48 years. Coins get lost, they get damaged, they get worn down from years of being passed from hand to hand. The number of 1978 10-cent coins that remain in pristine, uncirculated condition is a fraction of the original mintage, and that scarcity is what drives value. So what is this coin worth right now? Well, that depends entirely on its condition. If you have a coin that's been in circulation, it's seen some wear and tear, it's likely only worth its face value of 10 cents, or maybe a little more to someone who just wants to fill a gap in their collection. One catalog lists a circulated 1978 10-cent coin at a value of just 62 cents, but that's not the coin we're interested in. We're interested in the coins that have been preserved, the coins that have been protected from the ravages of time and use. The real value lies in the uncirculated and proof coins. A proof coin is struck using a special process with polished dies, giving it a mirror-like or cameo finish. These coins were never intended for circulation, they were made for collectors, and they are where the money is. For a proof 1978 10-cent coin, the values start to climb significantly. A PR64 graded coin can be worth around $7.60. Step up to a PR69, and you are looking at $28.80. And if you have a perfect PR70 coin, the pinnacle of grading, you could be looking at a value of $86. But wait, there's more. Auction data tells an even more exciting story. Sales of certified 1978 10-cent coins have ranged from around $10 for lower grades all the way up to an incredible $109.17 for high-grade certified examples. Think about that for a moment. A coin that was once worth just 10 cents can now sell for over $100, 1,000 times its original value. And that's just the average. We're talking about a coin that has already proven it can deliver serious returns. And then there are the error coins. This is where things get really fascinating. In 2024, there was a buzz in the coin collecting world about rare 10-cent coins that were expected to sell for up to $1,500 each. These were mistrikes from the Royal Australian Mint. While the most famous of these was a 1994 10-cent coin struck on a 5-cent blank, it proves that the demand for rare Australian 10-cent coins is very real and very strong. A 1978 50-cent piece, forged on a 20-cent blank, was bought for $2,000. If a 1978 error 10-cent coin exists and it's authenticated, we could be looking at a similar price tag. The potential is there for a life-changing find from a simple coin. Now let's talk about the future. Can this coin be valuable in the future? Absolutely. The coin collecting market is driven by scarcity, condition, and demand. As time goes on, the number of high-grade 1978 10-cent coins will only decrease. Coins get lost, they get damaged, they get melted down. The supply is shrinking while the demand from collectors, especially those looking to complete a full set of Australian decimal coins, is growing. This is basic economics. Supply goes down, demand goes up, and prices follow. The 1978 coin also has a unique appeal. It features the second portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, a design that is no longer being produced following her passing in 2022. This gives the coin an extra layer of historical significance. It's not just a coin, it's a piece of a bygone era. It's a tangible link to a monarch who reigned for 70 years, a figure of immense historical importance. Coins with her portrait are becoming more and more sought after, as collectors and investors look to secure a piece of that history. So how high can the maximum value go? Well, I've shown you that a perfect proof coin can already reach $86 or more at retail. At auction, we've seen high-grade certified coins sell for $109.17. But that's just the beginning. As the years pass, and as the coin becomes rarer in top condition, the value will only increase. We could see these coins reaching $200, $300, or even $500 in the coming decades. And that's just for the standard proof coins. If you have an error coin, a misstrike, or a coin with a unique variety, the sky is the limit. We've already seen error coins from other years command prices of $1,500 to $2,000. A 1978 error 10-cent coin could easily match or exceed that. The maximum prize, the absolute ceiling for this coin, is determined by what a willing buyer is prepared to pay. And in the world of coin collecting, that can sometimes be a staggering amount. We're talking about a coin that has the potential to be worth hundreds, if not thousands, of dollars. It's a coin that could sit in your pocket right now, completely unnoticed, and yet it could be the key to a significant financial gain. The potential is real and it's substantial. Now I need to address something. You might have heard that this coin is common, that it's not valuable, that it's just another piece of pocket change. I'm here to tell you that is not the full story. Yes, millions were minted, but the vast majority of those are worn, damaged, or lost. The number of coins in collectible condition is far, far smaller. And it's those coins, the gems, the ones that have been preserved, that are valuable. So when someone tells you this coin isn't valuable, they're talking about the average worn-out coin. They're not talking about the coin that's been sitting in a collection, untouched for decades. That coin is a different story entirely. Think about the history, 48 years of history held in the palm of your hand. From the day it was struck at the Royal Australian Mint in Canberra to the moment it ended up in your possession, it has traveled through time. It has been part of the Australian economy, changing hands countless times, witnessing the ebb and flow of daily life. It's a silent witness to history, and that history, that story, adds to its value. It's not just a piece of metal, it's a piece of Australia's story. The design itself is beautiful and iconic. The lyrebird, with its tail plumes expanded, is a symbol of Australia's unique wildlife. It's a design that has stood the test of time, remaining unchanged for over 50 years. And the young portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, it's a design that is now part of history. It captures a moment in time that will never come again. These design elements, combined with the coin's age and relative scarcity, make it a highly desirable item for collectors around the world. And let's not forget about the international market. Australian coins are collected globally. There are collectors in the United States, in Europe, in Asia, all vying for the best examples of Australian coinage. This international demand helps to drive up prices. It means that your 1978 10-cent coin isn't just competing in a small local market, it's competing on a global stage. And that competition is good for the value of your coin. So what's the current value? As I've shown you, it depends on the grade. A circulated coin might only be worth 10 cents, but a coin in uncirculated condition, especially a proof coin, can be worth significantly more. A PR70 grade coin, the highest possible grade, can be worth $86. And at auction, we've seen high-grade certified coins sell for over $100. But remember, these are just the starting points. The true value is what someone is willing to pay. And as the years go on, and as these coins become rarer, that price will only go up. How much can it sell for at this time maximum? Based on recent auction data, the maximum recorded sale for a certified 1978 10-cent coin is $109.17. But that's just for a standard high-grade coin. If you have a proof coin with a perfect grade, or if you have an error coin, the maximum could be much higher. We've seen other Australian 10-cent error coins sell for $1,500. So the maximum for your 1978 10-cent coin could be hundreds or even thousands of dollars. It all depends on what you have and how you present it to the market. How much can the value be in the future? The sky is the limit. As the supply of high-grade coins continues to dwindle and as demand continues to grow, the value will inevitably increase. We could see these coins reaching $200, $300, $500, or even more in the coming years. And if a major discovery of a rare variety or error is made, we could see values skyrocket. The potential for growth is enormous. This coin is not just a piece of currency, it's an investment. It's a tangible asset that you can hold in your hand. It's a piece of history that is only going to become more valuable over time. So don't listen to the naysayers who tell you it's not valuable. They don't know what they're talking about. They're looking at the surface. They're not looking at the potential. They're not looking at the future. You, right now, have the opportunity to be part of something special. You have the chance to own a piece of Australian history that could be worth a significant amount of money. So go and check your change, check your old jars, check your collections. Look for that 1978 10-cent coin with the lyrebird and the young Queen Elizabeth II. And when you find it, treat it with care. Get it graded, protected, and watch its value grow. This is the story of the 1978 Australian 10-cent Elizabeth II coin. A coin of humble beginnings, but with a future that shines bright. It's valuable now, and it's going to be even more valuable in the future. The maximum prize is out there, waiting for the right collector to claim it. Will that collector be you? Second coin, the 1981 Australian 10-cent Elizabeth II coin. Let me tell you right now, this little piece of copper nickel is far more than just 10 cents. It is a piece of Australian history, a numismatic treasure that is actively being sought after by collectors across the globe, and in certain forms, it can be worth a small fortune. Do not underestimate this coin. The first question everyone asks is, how many people want to buy it? The answer is a resounding yes. There is a massive and dedicated market for this coin. While we cannot give you an exact headcount of every single interested buyer, the data speaks for itself. Auction houses and online platforms are constantly recording sales. In fact, there is a significant volume of data, with over 60 recorded sales of certified 1981 10-cent coins at various auctions. This proves that there is a consistent, active, and competitive market of willing buyers and sellers. Collectors are actively hunting for high-grade examples to complete their collections. Now, what is its current value? This is where it gets incredibly exciting. The value is not a single number. It is a spectrum that depends entirely on the coin's condition, or grade. A heavily worn coin that has been through countless transactions is not worth much, but an uncirculated coin that has never been used, that is a different story. According to the latest price guides, an uncirculated 1980 1/10-cent coin graded MS63 is valued at around $1.60. As the grade goes up, so does the value. An MS65 coin is worth about $4.60, and an exceptional MS67 coin can fetch up to $10.60. These are the kind of coins that make checking your change an adventure. But wait, it gets much, much better. The truly valuable 1980 1/10-cent coins are the proof coins. These are special, highly polished coins that were never intended for circulation. They were minted for collectors and feature a mirror-like finish. The Royal Australian Mint struck 86,100 proof versions of this coin in 1981. These are the coins that serious collectors are willing to pay a premium for. Here is where the value skyrockets. Auction data reveals that certified proof versions of this coin can sell for incredible prices. A Proof 69 Deep Cameo, PR69 DCAM, example is a coin of near-perfect quality, and it commands a price that will make your jaw drop. Just look at the auction records. A single 1980 1/10-cent proof coin in a high grade has sold for $54.05. And there are listings for PCGS PR69 DCAM graded examples that are actively being bought and sold. Do not ever let anyone tell you this coin is worthless. Is its value really high or low? For a coin with a face value of just 10 cents, the value is exceptionally high. The standard coin in top uncirculated condition is worth over 100 times its face value. But the real magic is in the errors and the special strikes. Let's talk about the holy grail of 1980 1/10-cent coins. Are you sitting down? There is a confirmed error coin from 1981 that was struck on a Sri Lanka 50 cents planchet, which is the wrong type of metal blank. This incredible mint error is valued at approximately $600. This is the kind of treasure that every coin collector dreams of finding in their spare change. The value is not low at all. It is a testament to the fact that even modern coins can be valuable. The demand is driven by collectors who appreciate the unique history and the thrill of the hunt. The 1981 coin is special because of its unique production history. Let me tell you the fascinating story behind it. So, when was it built and why was it built? The Australian 10-cent coin was first introduced on 14 February 1966, when Australia changed to a decimal currency. The coin was designed to be the equivalent of the old pre-decimal shilling. The beautiful reverse design, featuring a superb lyrebird with its magnificent tail plumes spread wide, was created by the renowned designer Stuart Devlin. The obverse, or head side, features the elegant bust of a young Queen Elizabeth II wearing a tiara, designed by Arnold Machin. The year 1981 is particularly significant and makes this coin a must-have for collectors. In 1981, something unique happened. Since 1966, the coins were almost exclusively produced at the Royal Australian Mint in Canberra. But in 1981, the Royal Australian Mint needed help to meet demand. They commissioned the Royal Mint in Llantrisant, Wales, to strike an additional 40 million 10-cent pieces to supplement the 76.1 million being produced in Canberra. This makes the 1981 issue incredibly special. It was the only year in its entire history where the 10-cent coin was minted in 2 different countries on 2 different continents. There are no markings on the coins to tell them apart, which adds a layer of mystery. Imagine, your 1981 coin could have been struck in the sunburnt country of Australia or in the historic hills of Wales. This dual production is a fascinating chapter in the coin's history that collectors love. The story does not end there. The fact that the Royal Mint in Wales was also striking coins for other countries at the same time, like Sri Lanka, is precisely how those spectacular and valuable error coins were created. A planchet, or blank coin, meant for a Sri Lankan 50-cent coin, accidentally found its way into the Australian 10-cent press, creating the $600 error coin we mentioned earlier. This is a beautiful mistake that is now worth more than 6,000 times its face value. So do not be fooled. The 1981 Australian 10-cent coin is a hidden gem. It might look like ordinary change, but it carries a rich history and the potential for a significant payday. Whether you find a pristine uncirculated coin worth $10 or a rare error coin worth $600, this is a coin that proves that value can be found anywhere. Check your pockets, look through your old coin jars, and examine every 1981 10-cent piece you come across. Look for one in perfect, shiny condition, or look for any oddities. It could be the most valuable 10 cents you have ever held. The market is hot, collectors are buying, and the maximum price for a top-tier example is real and it is being paid. This coin is valuable, it is sought after, and its unique history makes it a true treasure of Australian numismatics.